Hello, so welcome to the Direct Payments Database app. When you first load the app, you will be loaded onto the home screen here. As you can see, there's a bunch of links that you can click on. If you click on any of those, it will take you to the relevant site. In the bottom right is a version number. It's probably going to move just to about there, but that will make sure that you're running the newest one. Version numbers will be posted in Teams when there's big updates. Any smaller updates probably won't get a new version number. The next authorization date will let you know what date and time that the next authorization run is going. Any staff that are allocated as part of the admin team will be able to edit this along with managers. If you click on the expand arrow down here, it will just expand the menu for you. So we'll just jump straight into it and go to cases. So this is a big long list of all of the cases that are currently within the system. You can filter them by clicking on this one here. And this is where you can apply any of your filters. Obviously, they're all marked. When you filter down to one, for example, it will then sub-filter all of the other menus. So if we choose myself, you'll then see that there's only two Care First IDs there now. To clear it quickly, you can just click on the X down here. We've got an allocated between date, which basically filters within those dates that you set there. If you want to see only those that are authorized, you can do so. By default, it shows those that are not authorized. And to bookmark a case, all you need to do is click on the star. It'll take a few seconds and then it will go gold. And then we click on bookmarked and it will show you just the cases that you have bookmarked. So just make sure you unbookmark them when you don't need them anymore. So to select a case, just click on it. And you'll be loaded into the case information screen. This is where you will input all of the information that you want to record against the case. I'm not going to go through all of the options just because most of them will be self-explanatory. If you do have any questions, they're better placed with other members of your team. I can code it in and I can build it, but I don't necessarily understand what they mean for you as a team. So that's better placed with either your managers or the admin team. So we're just going to go through the options at the top here. You have 2 pages on the case information screen. The navigation arrows for both of these are in the top right and the top left. If you click on the X, a pop-up asking you if you want to save or not will come up. We'll just click no, and it will always throw you back to the cases screen. Or you can just click save there, and it will do the same thing. So this one really is only useful if you don't want to save it, but this is just to make sure that you don't want to save it. So what we will do is go through some of the options on here. So the first one that we have is the Teams icon here. If you click on that, and if we go to live, so what this will do is send a direct message in Teams. So if you click on the tick, and in a few seconds, there we go. We can now see I've got a notification in Teams. Open that up and bring it over here. And we can see it's tagged the Care First ID that I was on. And it's put the message in and it said that it's from myself. So this is just a quick and easy way to tag people into a case and send them a message in Teams. The next icon is the bell icon, and this is to set a reminder in Outlook. Now what this will do is set up a folder in your reminders tab in Outlook called direct payment notifications. So if we click on that one, you can see that we can set a start date, reminder date and time, a due date and a status, and then you can also pop in a message. So I'm just going to set that for 10:10, save it, and there we go, there's a reminder. So we'll just dismiss that and I will show you where it is. So here is where you have your reminders, and this is the folder that they will be saved into, and this is a reminder. So you can just click in this one and you can do whatever you like, just like you normally would with Outlook reminders. So let's just remove those two. The next icon is the email icon. Now, what this will do is when you include an attachment against the case, so we'll go ahead and do that now. And we'll just add the DCC logo. So we're going to save this attachment against the case. Clicking on the save icon. And if we jump back into 123, we'll now see that the DCC logo has been saved against it. When you click on the email icon, you will see that it preloads all of the forms, PDFs, Word documents that you have, but it will also preload any attachments that have been saved against the case. To remove them, just click on the X. And there we go, and you can unremove them. So what we'll do is, just quite quickly, add me into the email, automatically puts the subject in, and we'll pop this is a test. In the top right, you'll have as a default your personal work email, but for anyone else there will also be the relevant group email, the mailbox for your team. So if you're Eastern, CDP Eastern, and then we just click send, and this basically chooses which email you are sending it from. So that takes a few seconds, but when that goes to the faint green, it means that it's been sent. And just jump back, and it's going to take a few seconds to come in. Okay. So that email's come in now, and I'm just going to open it. Accidentally did that. So here we can see that it's set the subject, put the message in that I put in, and I removed 2 of the documents, so it's just the 2 documents that I didn't remove. Okay, so that is pretty much everything within the case screen that you need to know. So the save icon's there, close, Teams, email reminders, Outlook reminders, sorry, and send an email. As you can see here, some of these are color coded just to give you a polite reminder. The required by date is RAG rated, so red, amber, green. And if we go ahead and set up to there, oh, that's still out of date, sorry. Too close. There we go. So orange, and then if we move a week ahead from that, it will just go blank. Move to within a week, it will go green. So there we go. And that pretty much covers the case information screen and the cases screen. So just a reminder, there are filters here. You can clear them by clicking on the X, close this by clicking on the arrows. We also have a couple of sort options. So this is where you can sort ascending or descending and by date allocated or care first ID. We need to click, and it will automatically update. Just click on the X to close that down. So we'll move on to adding a new case. So click on the plus icon within the menu, and this will bring up exactly the same screen with no information in. Now we can just go ahead and enter all of our information as you would normally. What we can also do is search for previous cases. So we can see that case 123 has been added twice already. So if we pull through the information from the first one, by clicking on it, we'll see that it pre-fills in the allocated team, the proposed to be managed by, the important information, and the entity number linked to the Care First ID. So all of that information will come in from whichever case you choose on here. If we choose a second one, there's not as much information that's been entered into that one. And then it's just a case of ensuring you have all of the required fields. So anything with an asterisk must have something in. If I click save, you'll see it doesn't really like it very much. So then it's just a case of making sure you fill all of these in. But as long as those are filled in, you can save the case. And I won't bother adding another new case to that. It's exactly the same as what you would find on here. It's just that you're adding a new case. Next screens we have aren't currently used. They will be developed as we go along. So we have the unload screen, and that's where you'll be able to get all of the unloads. And we also have the report screen. And this is where, as you can see here, you will get some Power BI reporting. This is obviously a very simplistic version of what will be on here. But when you click on that, it will take you to the Power BI dashboard directly. And here you'll be able to see the reports. Unfortunately, Power BI can be a little slow, so we'll jump back to this one. The last one on here is the help screen, and this is where you'll find this video, and it's where you'll find any other videos. So on here at the moment, we just have the using the search function. This will be replaced with a new one. As you can see, it's in the old orange, but that pretty much covers everything about the app. It's a very simple app, should be very quick and easy to use. If you do have any questions, I would suggest going to your manager or to the admin team. There is also a team site which you will be part of called AST Case Management Systems, and within that there is a subgroup called Direct Payments, and this is where I would suggest posting any questions. This is just where we've had the testing version of it. And yes, so there we go. Power BI is now loaded, and as you can see, it's loaded exactly what I clicked on in here. So that covers everything. Any questions, any feedback, please post it in the team site, and I will be happy to answer them.